many people reach out to me every single day. Brandon, what's the secret to getting more for sale by owner listings? In this video, I'm going to walk you through something that really helped me in my career. Once I learned what I'm about to teach you, everything for me changed. My approach with the for sale by owner changed. My communication with the for sale by owner changed. Everything changed. And so let me jump right into it and walk you through one of the biggest secrets to listing tons of for sale by owners and separating yourself from all other agents in the marketplace. And so let me draw something for you. Let's jump right into it. And I'm going to share with you what's happening right now in your market, regardless of where you're at. And my recommendation on one massive change that's going to change everything for you so you can start listing a ton of for sale by owners. All right, so here's how this thing works. I'm going to make sure you guys can see that okay. All right, perfect. So I'm going to draw this little graph, and I think this will make a ton of sense for you once I get through this, okay? So on the bottom is time. Make sure you can, all right, we're good. And on the left-hand side is the percentage the FSBO will list with an agent, all right? So the left-hand side is the likelihood or the percentage chance of the for sale by owner listing their home with an agent like you and I. And on the bottom side of the graph is time, all right? So here's what happens. Right here, this is day one that the for sale by owner hits the market. The for sale by owner, they put their house up for sale, they put it on Zillow, they put it on Craigslist, they put it on forsalebyowner.com, wherever they put their house up for sale. The first day that the house hits the market, here's what happens. They get just pummeled with real estate agents. All these little red dots, can you see those? All these little red dots are real estate agents calling them, trying to convince them to list their home, okay? Hopefully you can see that. All right, perfect. This is what happens. You have probably experienced this before. Calling a for sale by owner, they're going to give you a lot of resistance, a lot of pushback, saying, no, I'm not interested in selling my home, because on day one, from the very first time that they're trying to sell their house on their own, they have all of us pestering them, trying to list the property, okay? Because of what's being taught today in traditional real estate training and coaching. Well, if you look on this side of the graph, on their very first day, right, for sale by owners, very first day of hitting the market for sale, what is the likelihood that they're going to list their property for sale with an agent on the day one? And be honest, like, what's the likelihood of that happening? Probably slim to none. Well, look at what's happening. You have all of these agents on the very first day. We know the likelihood of the for sale by owner to actually listing their home is slim to nothing, almost zero. Why is it that we're all calling them early on in their process, trying to convince them to list their home? Well, let's look what happens over time. So, as you all know, what happens over time, as the for sale by owner sits on the market, this is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and so on, the likelihood of the for sale by owner listing their home then increases as well. So as time goes out, the likelihood of them listing their home with an agent like you or me increases. Well, all of you right now are looking at that saying, okay, Brandon, I get it. What's the secret? I don't understand. Well, look at what's happening. Over time, you have tons of agents calling, right? Then weeks one, you still have a lot calling. Weeks 2, you have maybe a little bit less. Week 3, even less. Week 4, even less. Week 5, even less. And then you get way up here, and there's like only a few agents that have stand the test of time throughout the for sale by owner's life cycle of selling their home. Well, here's where all conversion happens. All conversion happens from this point moving forward, right? In my experience, all conversion for sale by owners, I shouldn't say all, but the majority, I'm going to say 80+% of all for sale by owner conversion happens from weeks 4 and on. So the secret, the takeaway to listing a ton of for sale by owners is, what if your approach, what if your strategy, what if your tactics were built in such a way where you built a relationship with this for sale by owner throughout the entire time of them trying to sell the home on their own, and you're not pressuring them to sell their home this entire time. Rather, you're communicating yourself and the services in which you provide as a backup plan. As a backup plan. And you're communicating this the entire time with the for sale by owner. In weeks 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, hey man, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. In the event you struggle or you can't sell this thing on your own, maybe down the road we look at our for sale by owner backup strategy. I'll send you details on that. And you communicate this way with all of the for sale by owners in your marketplace. Well, when they get ready to list their home in weeks 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and all of the agents have given up, right? They're all gone. They're all not calling anymore. You're the last man, the last woman standing, presenting that backup strategy. You weren't pressuring them to list their home before they were ready, right? You did it when they were ready. How many listings could you get? How many listings could you get if you followed this strategy? If you stayed consistent with the follow-up systems, strategies, and tactics that we teach in our For Sale by Owner training program, what could you do here, right? This is the approach that I take with all lead sources, right? Not just for sale by owners, but with absentee owners and for rent by owners and expired listings. What do we all know? What's the big saying in real estate? The fortune's in the follow-up. Well, why don't we all do it? Why is it that the first day a for sale by hits the market, they get 100 calls, and on week 6, they get 2 calls? When we know that the likelihood of the for sale by owner listing the property in weeks 6, 7, 8, or 9 is a lot higher than it is right here. But for some reason, we don't change. We don't adapt. We don't look at this more strategically, right? We just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So hopefully that helps you, right? That framework of a mindset to say, okay, they're not going to list anyway, so I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot and try to take myself out of the chances of listing this thing later too early, because I know they're not going to list it anyway. So hopefully you look at this and it makes a lot of sense. If you want to learn more about the systems, the tactics, the strategies, I'm going to put a link below this video that you can learn more about our For Sale by Owner training and coaching programs. And if you're an agent here in Michigan and you want to learn about all the things that we're doing from a training and coaching standpoint to grow your business, all the while you're keeping 100% of your commission, then I'll put a link below this video. You can talk and learn more about Brookstone Realtors. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss one of these. I do one of these every single week, and you can put a comment below this video with what you're struggling with in your real estate business so I can make a video just like this one for you to serve you in your real estate business. So thank you for watching this week, and we'll see you guys next week.